perfect. Well, welcome back. We are here at New Beginnings at the Jersey Shore, live with the man of the hour, for El Presidente, Edwin Cordero from Sherman College. So last time you were out here on the program, I got to share this with you. Liam and you had a nice conversation. That was the most watched video out of any video that IFCO-TV has done yet.
That's fantastic.
So pretty awesome.
It sure is.
Now, we were just chit-chatting for a moment, and it's been about a year and a half under your belt, right, as the president?
Yes.
What's been going on? What's that year? It's probably been a whirlwind.
Well, let me tell you something, Dr. Frank. It's just been an amazing blessing to be able to be at the helm of a school that stands for principle and stands for truth in chiropractic, and that has held its ground in trying to produce chiropractors that are going to go out and make a difference. And coming in from practice into the presidency, it's a big transition. And not only is it a big transition from what you do day to day, but it's a big transition in that I looked at coming as a president of Sherman College as running my practice. I want to go out and do screenings. I wanted to go out and do activities. I wanted to go out and get people to know who Dr. Cordero was, but more importantly, who Sherman College was.
Right.
So the first year, I can tell you that I was on the road almost for 11 and a half months. So it was every single weekend we were somewhere around the world bringing Sherman College to the world. And on top of that, you still have the administrative duties that you're responsible for. You still have to motivate and help the students realize that, you know, that we have a lot of work to do. You still have your staff and administration that they still feel a little uncomfortable. They're not sure about, the new president yet. And then on top of that, I have to create vision and share the vision with them, because we are going someplace, and so constantly making sure that the vision is clear, crystal clear. So it was a lot of fun, but I tell you what, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, the energy that you put into your job and out there, it just is passed down through everybody, and I can see that there's maybe about 40 or 50 Sherman students who came up here for New Beginnings, and I tried to chit-chat with as many as I could. I had a nice talk on Thursday and shared how to do spinal screenings fairly well. And the students swarmed me afterwards, and in a good way.
Yes.
And so I was chit-chatting with them, and they have a lot of respect for you because you're out there, and they feed off of that energy. They say Doc Cordero's putting out that energy. He's everywhere, and so that's what they want to do too.
Absolutely.
I talked with Ron Castellucci earlier, and feeling the same way. I asked him a little bit about how the vibe is down at Sherman College, but why don't you share what's the vibe like down at Sherman
Absolutely.
College?
It is amazing. The momentum is just amazing. And going out and speaking all over the world and going to places where Sherman hasn't been ever.
Right.
Not only did we go out and went to places where Sherman is recognized, we started going to places that we've never been to. We started going into Puerto Rico. We started going into Costa Rica. We're going into China. Come June, we're going to be in China. I'm going to be out there speaking. One of our alums happens to be practicing in China, and he takes care of the high officials over there for the government. Wow. And he gave me a phone call and he says, Dr. Cordero, I want you to come out and speak. So we're going to be out in China. It's just been amazing. The buzz and the support, the chiropractors out in the field that know me and know my passion, and they know that I want to make a bigger impact for the profession. See, one thing, Dr. Frank, that I think that most people don't realize, it's really not about Sherman College. It's really about the profession. How do we get the students to get out there, become great chiropractors, give love and serve out of their abundance, not expecting anything in return, go back to their towns, go back to their states, go back and just make a change globally. And that's really what it's about. And by doing that and that momentum, what's happening is that more people are looking at Sherman College. And they're going, wow, I never heard of Sherman College. I didn't know that Sherman College existed, even though we've been in existence for 40 years. But that excitement has just been contagious. And wherever we go, people go, thank you for being here. We're excited that Sherman College is out there. We're excited that the Sherman College students have a president that practice. I practiced for 21 years. So I'm coming from the trenches. Right. I'm coming from knowing what it is, what you do, exactly what you do every single day in practice. And bringing that, the students appreciate that. The faculty appreciates that. Most college presidents or administrators, they normally had a limited amount of practice time, and that's perfectly fine. I'm not criticizing that. But with me, I come from the trenches, and it's just been a great transition. The excitement is through the roof, and I am so proud and so blessed to be at the helm of Sherman College.
Yeah, the students, when I was talking with them, they also say about you, you're so easy, you're so available to just chit chat with about chiropractic and about anything too. They were saying you were on campus talking with them, and it's easy for them to approach you. So it's very approachable, and I find that as well too. Now, when we're talking about chiropractic and coming from the student's point of view at Sherman College, what do you feel that they need to learn the most right at this moment in time?
Well, I think the most important thing is that they need to understand the truth and the philosophy and the principles of chiropractic. They need to realize that they can go out there and make a difference by just delivering the goods, making sure that they go out there and they give a specific scientific chiropractic adjustment, and know that they know without a shadow of a doubt that that chiropractic adjustment is going to release the innate intelligence of the wisdom within the body, so that person is going to experience what that person needs to experience. Most chiropractic students come out of school and they don't have all the tools, and they don't have the understanding, and they go out there and they have a challenge with the practice member, and all of a sudden they go, was it me? Did I not give a right adjustment? And they start to doubt themselves. One of the things that I want to ensure is that they get all the necessary tools, that they understand without a shadow of a doubt that the body is a self-healing, self-regulating organism, that our job is to locate, analyze, and correct the vertebral subluxation, and then not be attached to the results, to step back and allow that amazing body to just manifest and do what it needs to do when we remove that vertebral subluxation. And I think that that's one of the most important tools that they can take away when they leave Sherman College.
You know, Dr. Cordero, I'm 10 years now, I'm a graduate from Sherman College, and Sherman has given me a life. And that's the best way. We just had Dr. Tom Gelardi on the show, and I thanked him for having the vision to start a chiropractic college, because that's incredible to think about. Like, we go through our schooling and becoming a chiropractor, and we have a vision of our office is going to be great. He had a vision of, I want to start a school to help students.
Absolutely.
And we get to honor him today here at New Beginnings, so that's going to be wonderful. But what's it like actually having the founder of the school, and so you can kind of chit chat and say, well, why did he start Sherman College, and you can pick his brain.
Well, awesome. You know what's really interesting, Dr. Frank, is that when I first got the presidency, myself and Dr. Peter Kevorkian called up Dr. Gelardi. We said, we want to sit down and we want to talk to you. Right. And we want to do two things. Number one is we want to give respect to the founder because of what you just said. You know, it's very few people that decide that they're going to start a school and that they're going to go and make a difference in this profession. And now 40 years later, the school is still here. And now I get a chance to be the 5th president of this institution. So my heart is just filled with love and for respect for what Dr. Gelardi did. So it's fun to have him close by. He's about 15 minutes away from the school, and he's just an amazing resource to go and say, you know, tell me what you were thinking. So the other day I started there's a new executive vice president, Dr. Neil Cohen, and Dr. Cohen practiced down in Pompano Beach, and him and I were just good friends for many years, and he's been practicing for over 28 years. So he started maybe about a month ago, and he said to me, I want to meet Dr. Tom Gelardi. I want to be able to pick his brain. I want to ask certain questions because I want to be able to perpetuate what the founder had started here. So we called Dr. Tom up, we went out to dinner, we spent maybe about an hour and a half and just picking his brain, just talking to him and getting into his vision, why he wanted to start Sherman College, what was his intention. And it's so amazing, and I feel so honored that he supports what I'm doing at the school right now. And right now this weekend we spent some time together, and it was just real good. I spoke this morning, and he comes up to me and he gives me a big hug and he says, great job. And you know how wonderful it is when the founder of the school can come to you to in this situation and say, you did a great job. I'm very honored, and I'm very pleased, and I'm very excited that we do have him as a resource, and we can go and pick his brain anytime, basically do what we want to.
Yeah, and that's exactly like how I feel. When I graduated, I went with my mentors and the elders of our profession and asked about how do I do something successfully. and whenever you need something, you can ask them because they've
Sure.
been through it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Tom's been through. He was a past president of the school too,
Absolutely.
so he knows
Mm-hmm.
that job inside and out.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a great resource.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You mentioned Doc Neil Cohen. What's his role at Sherman?
Yeah, Dr. Neil Cohen is the new executive vice president. He's the second in charge down the ladder, the organizational chart. So this last year, I experienced being out every single weekend, basically, that it's very challenging in running the school, running the administration, taking care of the day-to-day operations, being able to go out into new places and create some new opportunities for us to go speak and to share. So it was very challenging. So this year, Dr. Cohen started with us about a month ago, and what he does is basically is when I'm not there, he's running the school.
Right.
And I feel so privileged because I have a like-minded person. He's been in chiropractic for over 28 years, practicing in Pompano Beach, Florida. He is a principal, philosophically based chiropractor that understands what we do, and it's so exciting for me to know that I can go and do my job and not have to worry about what's going on the day-to-day operation. On top of that, I have an amazing administration. My executive staff is just brilliant. And one of the things that I appreciate is that I don't have to have all the answers, and I'm not afraid or shameful to say that. I don't have to have all the answers. I go to the people that have the answers. And having such an amazing executive team now with Dr. Neil Cohen overseeing that, I feel so blessed that I can go and do my job. I can do the best. I can use my gifts to be able to contribute to what we're doing at Sherman College and know that I don't have to worry about what's going on with the day-to-day operation.
That's awesome. And that is a sign of a true leader. I see you posting on Facebook all the time because you're everywhere. You're going here and going there. It looks like we have a couple of questions coming up, so let's take a look here. What's going on with the students and financial support or chiropractic? Let's see, a student wants to become a chiropractor but doesn't have the money. What can we do for them?
Right. Well, what happens is this, and I don't have all the answers with that, but normally this is what happens. You know, we have certain programs and we have certain scholarships and we have certain opportunities for some individuals. It just depends on the situation, depends on the case. It's per individual because everybody is different. Unfortunately, going through a chiropractic program is expensive, but it's an investment in your future. There are loans that are available. We have some scholarships that right now we just through Bobby Tarantino. We had one of his patients, Dr. John Iglesias, that donated his estate, and Dr. Tarantino gave us $200,000, and we took that $200,000 donation and we put it into an endowment fund, and that endowment fund is going to finance scholarships for students that may have some financial difficulties. And the thing that we wanted to do is we wanted to honor Mr. Iglesias, so we wanted to make it an endowment that it's going to be there in perpetuity. So we get the money that comes every year from having the money in an endowment, and that money then is used. On a $200,000 endowment, it's probably like $10,000 a year. We can give $1,000 scholarships, or we can give $2,500 scholarship. So that's going to help the students that have some financial difficulties that can qualify for these scholarships, and I think that that'll help them to get through the process. Yeah,
absolutely. You mentioned Puerto Rico and some of the other places that you've been to. What's going on there specifically?
Well, right now, when I got to Sherman College, we had these agreements where they're transfer agreements. They're called articulation agreements. There's a program that we have that's an accelerated process. It's called the 3+1 program. And these programs, what they do is that we go to universities where they have already a pre-chiropractic program, or they may have a pre-med program, or they have a biology program, or a chemistry program, or any type of science program. And what we do is we go and work these programs with these universities. So let's say our transfer program. Our transfer program is we go into a university, we check the curriculum, we make sure that it's congruent with what we're going to be able to accept, and then by signing an agreement with this university, every student that meets the requirements, they have to have have a GPA requirement, and if they meet the requirements of the classes, then we accept them automatically into the program, and then they can begin in the chiropractic program. The 3+1 program is a phenomenal program. A lot of people are not aware of this program. So we want to start planting the seeds in the high schoolers so they can go, wow, I want to be a doctor of chiropractic, but that's 8 years down the road, and it costs a lot of money. Well, this program is a phenomenal program because this is what it does. The first 3 years of university, they go to the institution that we have an agreement with. And after their third year, they transfer to Sherman College. Our program is 14 quarters. It's 3.5 years. So our first year of chiropractic program, they complete their bachelor's degree, and the university that we have the agreement with gives them a bachelor's. They finish out the 2.5 years that's left for the Doctor of Chiropractic program at Sherman College, so they graduate then with their Doctor of Chiropractic. So they go from high school to Doctor of Chiropractic in 6.5 years. So they basically save roughly about a year of schooling, a year of money, of investment, and they can get out into the field and become doctors of chiropractic and make a difference in the communities that they're going to serve.
Right. I just had an intern down from my office here. He met up with Jillian Kirsch, the director of your Roar program, which is an outstanding program.
It is.
She does a great job. I see her going all over the place, sharing chiropractic. And whenever I have a question, I'll call her up. If we need some more stuff for our booth or to hand out, she always sends it out to us. But next week we have LYSM coming.
Yes.
So great. I know you changed the date, so it's a little bit unusual. What's the feedback so far?
Well, what's great about it is this. Our LYSM was always during the holiday weekend, and unfortunately, a lot of people weren't able to participate. They wanted to, you know, I mean, especially up here in the Northeast, you want to take advantage when the holiday weekend comes in. The weather is nice. Yeah. So every year it would happen to fall on a holiday weekend. So I decided that when I came in, I wanted to move it forward. So we opened up the opportunity and the possibility for more people to attend. So we changed the date. It's May 1st through the 3rd, so it's actually coming up this coming weekend, and we are so excited. The response has been amazing, and we take advantage not only to open the doors for alums to come in and for doctors that want to come in and participate. There's people coming from all over the world. We have our prospective students coming in, so right now we have over 20 students just from Puerto Rico, and then we have about another 30 or 40 students coming from the recruiting events that Dr. Jillian Kirsch, that Miguel Hastings, Jen Keller, which are recruiters, and obviously myself that have been going around the country and around the world. So we're going to have approximately about 75 to 80 prospective students with their family members. They're going to be able to come and participate not only through LYSM, but they're going to be able and come and see the facilities. We just did a renovation on the facilities for the first time in, I would say, 30 or 40 years. We're making some physical changes to the structure. So I'm excited because I wanted my team to get everything ready prior to LYSM, and they have been working non-stop to make this happen. So I'm excited for the opportunity that people come and visit Sherman College. I'm excited for the changes that they're going to see structurally. I'm excited for the total excitement of the LYSM, where people come to Quebec. They enjoy the classes, they enjoy the activities, they enjoy just fellowshipping with other classmates. So this is our peak time. This is our highlight at Sherman College, and we're excited. We're ready for next weekend. And if you still have an opportunity that if you want to come, you can definitely collect. Just go to www.sherman.edu, and you'll be able to register and be able to come and visit.
Awesome. Now, last year we celebrated your inauguration. So is there anything special going on this year at LYSM?
We don't have anything specifically other than just the regular activities that we have. The continuing education. We're going to have the reunions of all the classes. They're doing a theme this year, which is a Kentucky Derby. So they're going to be the banquet on Saturday night. It's going to be a Kentucky Derby type of a theme. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Last year was 70s theme. There's some wildness going on there.
Absolutely.
So looking forward to that again this year.
Absolutely.
I'll be down there. The students, I have 2 students coming in from my office that are going to go down to LYSM, and so that's going to be great for them. Also, we have 2 students already enrolled for the September class.
That's amazing.
So it's great. Sherman's building. How many students are we up to now?
Well, when I took over a year and a half ago, we were approximately about 165, 170 students, give or take. We're up to 310 students right now. Our classes are starting to double in size. We were between 18 and 22 students or 25 students. Now the classes are 30, 40, 50. Our class in the summer is probably going to be close to 60. And our fall class, which is our biggest class of the year, we're probably going to be close to 75, maybe 80 students. So it's kind of exciting, but at the same time, it's scary because faculty that are overworked and they go, wow, I'm busy with 20 students. What's going to happen when I get 50 or 60 students or 75? So I've been reassuring them that what we're going to do is we're going to continue as we grow. We're going to continue to provide help. We're going to continue to provide support. We're going to take the classes, and it's no big deal, Dr. Frank, to have 50 to 80 students in a classroom setting. But when it gets down to doing the technique classes, we need to have more of a ratio, and we want to maintain a ratio at least one professor to maybe every 15 students. And therefore we can put an adjunct professor in there. We can put some senior students that have been to the class already, and then they can go ahead and participate to help these classes as far as the technique classes.
I was going through the curriculum. We had one of the larger and entering classes, and it was great. No problems at all. But when we got to those technique classes, it was great to have those smaller classes. We had one-on-one professors, Joe Donofrio and Ron Castellucci and a few others. But my skills came from them.
Yes.
They changed a little bit over the years, but it still started with them. Their techniques that they showed, how to check the spine, how to communicate the words.
Well, you know what's interesting is, and I'm very proud of this, I would say that 80% of our chiropractic faculty have practices in the Spartanburg area, in the Greenville area, or maybe even North Carolina. And that's really exciting because the students know that the information that they're getting from those faculty members is information that's congruent, it's information that's up to date, it's chiropractors that are active in the profession, giving, serving, their communities. And it's not, and I don't have anything against this, but it's not a chiropractor that graduated 40 years ago and is trying now to relate to students that are looking for more up-to-date stuff. So I'm really proud of our faculty. We have an amazing faculty, and I'm excited for the programs and the techniques and the things that we're going to add on to. We're working on a strategic plan to add to our program. We just purchased a program which is a business entrepreneur program. We realize, and I realize, that one of the things that we're lacking with the doctors that are graduating is it's not the technique, it's not the chiropractic skills, it's the business skills. So we went to Wassergass College, which is one of the local colleges. I think they're one of the top 15 universities in business in the world, and they're right 10 minutes away from our facility. And we went and purchased a business entrepreneurship program that now we're going to implement eventually into our curriculum, where now the students can get the chiropractic part, they can get the technique part, and now they can get that business part and go out there and feel confident that they can be successful businessmen and businesswomen.
That's one of the things. On our exit exams, we get a little handout that says, what would you improve in the curriculum? And just about everyone in our class said that. We need business skills. We have the communication skills. We have the palpation skills. Correct. But we need the business skills. And so I'm really, really glad to see that is coming.
It's an amazing opportunity. One of the other things that I implemented was that I wanted to bring outside resources for the students, but I didn't want to do it in a classroom setting. So we set up what's called the presidential assemblies. And once a month, I bring an outside expert to come and talk not only to the students, to the administration, to the faculty, to the entire school. And it's been such a success. Not only chiropractic mentors, but I brought in a financial guru. I brought in a marketing guru. And I'm bringing in people that are going to give more information. I want the students to have the opportunity to see success, to touch the success, to listen to success, to feel success. So every month for the past year and a half, we bring somebody from the outside field. And it has been amazing. Another thing that we did, I think it's fantastic, fantastic, and I want people to in the IFCO-TV to hear, is that we wanted to go out into the community. We have been taking advantage of the community, and I say that jokingly, that we've been involved in the Spartanburg community for over 40 years, but we really haven't been involved in giving back to the community. So we started a local program there's 7 universities in Spartanburg. So I went to one of the universities that has a athletic program, and I signed a 3-year program where our interns at the clinic can go and work on top athletes and get their hands on real life athletes, and that way feel comfortable. So when they graduate, they're not fearful of being able to work with top athletes. We went to a local company called Access Health in Spartanburg, and Access Health picks up the homeless people and they bring them to doctor's appointments. And I said, why not use those services, and instead of going to the doctor's appointments, why don't we bring them into the health center and have our students get their hands on the homeless, on people that have real challenges, and therefore get more experience. So they've been coming in now for almost a year and a half. And the last thing that we're working on right now is there's one of our board members owns 2 hospices in the area. And I said to him, I said, why can't we have our interns work with these people that are in transition? Because you know what, they can benefit from chiropractic as well. So we're in that negotiation of working out a deal where our students can work with people in hospice that are in transition. Now think about this, Dr. Frank. Being able to get out, knowing that you can work with people that's in transition, knowing that you can work with top athletes, knowing that you can work with the homeless, you build confidence, you build up your skills, and you're able to go out and be the best successful doctor of chiropractic. That's what Sherman College is doing. That's where our focus is. We want to give back to our local community. We want to prepare our students. We want to make a difference in the world.
Oh, that's awesome. So if you're a student out there watching and you're trying to decide where to go to school, make up your mind. Sherman College, there's no better place in my opinion. I know in your opinion. Now there's some other good schools out there too.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
So you have to just pick and choose. I remember when you and Liam had interview or a conversation last time, there was a student who watched the video and made their decision after the video, watching the video, and they applied right online, and now they're enrolled. I don't know their name. I don't have it off the top of my head, but they chose because of all the excitement that's going on at Sherman College.
Absolutely.
But beyond excitement is they get the goods.
Yes.
The clarity of the message and the skills of adjusting. And now if you put that all together and then with the business side of things, yeah, it's just a win-win-win situation.
And it's an exciting time right now for chiropractic. It's an exciting time for students that are looking for a profession that's going to give them an opportunity to serve humanity. See, that's what it's all about. It's not about having a business that you're going to make money. It's about going out and having a business that you can make a difference with chiropractic and go and change humanity and leave a legacy that the humanity is better because of the gift of chiropractic, and because you, as a principal chiropractor, was able to share that information with the public and allow their lives to be more enhanced and be able to make a difference. So it's just an amazing time. And if somebody's interested and they want to check out and they want to be a prospective student at Sherman College, we have 4 events that we do a year to promote prospective students. These events are fantastic. I'm telling you why, Dr. Frank. Number 1 is we pay for their transportation. There's a certain amount of money that we cover for transportation. We put them up at the hotel. We feed them, and we normally do, it's like a 2-day event. So 4 times a year, if they go to www.sherman.edu, they can sign up for the events. They can come and look at the school. They can talk to students. They can talk to the faculty. They can talk to the administration. They can walk on the campus. They go around and look at apartments. I mean, it's a great opportunity for them to come and see what Sherman College is all about.
Right. Awesome. Doc, tell or share with folks how they can get in touch with if they need to. They want you to come to an event or to help share a chiropractic message. How can they reach you?
It's real simple. I'm going to give my personal email, which is ecordero@sherman.edu. That's ecordero, Cordero @sherman.edu. And I would love to be able to come out and speak to a group. I'd love to come out and speak to some prospective students. I would like to go out and speak. I'm speaking now at a lot of groups that are philosophical groups that are out here, like the EPOCs. and the Band of Brothers, and there's a whole bunch of philosophical groups all over the country that are popping up. See, right now, what's in style is principal chiropractic. It's always been in style, but right now there's a lot of groups that want to be able to share the message of principal chiropractic. So if you want me to be able to go out there and be able to share a little bit about my heart and my passion and the things that we're doing at Sherman College and for the profession, you can contact me at my email, and I'll be more than happy to see how we can schedule it and go out there.
Let's give one last thought to maybe some of the chiropractors, either stateside or abroad. What can we do to help the profession, Sherman College, yourself, bring that message out to the world?
Well, I think there's several universities or several chiropractic colleges that are doing a fantastic job. It's not just Sherman College. There's a lot of other schools that are doing the same thing. And one of the things that this profession needs is more qualified principal chiropractors to serve the masses. We have 7-point-something billion people on this entire planet. And guess what? It's not going to be enough just for the Sherman grads to do that. We have some other chiropractic colleges that are doing a fantastic job. So one of the things that I found, and I think that this is negative, but I'm going to share it. Most people pick a chiropractic college based on geographic location. What's close to my house. Don't do that. Pick a chiropractic college, and it doesn't matter if it's 10,000 miles away, that's going to give you the right necessary tools for you to become successful. So if that's Sherman College, then come and check us out. So if you're a practicing chiropractor and you're watching right now and you're listening to us, we need chiropractors. We need chiropractors to come and share and mentor our students so they see what success is all about. We need you to support us financially, because guess what? Enrollment is not enough. No matter what the number is, the bigger the school, the bigger the expenses. The smaller the school, we need more money to be able to provide the students with the things that they need. So all the schools need money. So financially, we need your support. And then finally, send your students, because it's important for you to be involved. If you can't give money, give of your time. You can't give of your time, send the students. But you know what's even better? If you can do all three. So we appreciate the doctors that are out there. This is a tithing. You're tithing back to the profession. We need to prepare more students and more future doctors of chiropractic that are ready to serve the masses, and they can definitely do that. So if you want to participate, those are the 3 ways that you can do so.
Excellent. Dr. Cordero, thank you so much for coming on the program once again. It's always a great time with you and the other folks in IFCO. And I just love what I do. So I can't imagine anybody not wanting to do this if they can.
Absolutely. Well, I want to say before you finish, please. I want to thank you for the support. I want to thank you for IFCO-TV. I want to thank the IFCO. I think it's an amazing organization. It's doing amazing things. And there's a lot of people behind the scenes that are not like you and I right now that do a lot of work. And we're just so grateful that they're doing their part to serve the profession.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Yep. All right. Great job, guys. Yep, we're good.
All right, Frank. Thank you, brother.